Hi, this is Robert Clinkerbeard with the Radix Group. I wanted to talk to you today about processes and checklists. Now, in previous videos, I've talked about, how do we bring on new employees into the company and to do it well. I'm a big believer on trying to document your processes so that for every single process you have in a company, whether it's selling, billing, some type of production, manufacturing, then have a documented process in place. Now, it could be as simple as just line items, 1 through 20, or it could be a nice fancy documented process with colors and everything, but whatever you use, let's try and document that. Don't just put it away in a book. Maybe have it up on the wall, do some training sessions around it. It's nice to have when a new employee comes in, they're almost handed some type of book, or maybe they're looking at some type of wall showing the processes in the company. And then once that's in place and people are aware of it, then look at constantly reviewing it. How can we do it better? How can we streamline it more? Is there ways in which we can shortcut it? Can we bring in technology to try and make it a little bit faster? So always look at constantly reviewing it, whether it be a monthly, quarterly basis. Re-educate your employees as well on those processes. Do they know them well? Is it just a case of them doing it out of memory? Or do you actually sit down with them and just say, hey, I really like your input. How do you feel as though this process is? Can we improve it somehow? So getting as many people involved in that processes. Some people are really good at that bigger picture thinking, whereas more people are focused on that task at hand. So to have all these different mindsets in place, you can really come up with some really creative process and streamline it a little bit. Once that's done, then part of that process is, for each different node on a process, you could have some type of a checklist. So that checklist might be a case of, well, if I'm going to do a proposal, have I included everything on that proposal? So by having a checklist and somebody's doing a proposal, they can just go through that and make sure everything's covered. They haven't forgotten everything. When you think about it, when you go on to any of the flights, Southwest, American Airlines, whatever the airline you fly with, a pilot will get onto that plane and we'll just go through that series of checklists just to make sure that you're flying safe. Same in business. If you go through that checklist, you're making sure you're covering everything, then you're not going to regret things later on. So just helps eliminate mistakes. When you start making mistakes, then you get upset clients. So, just some simple ways, start documenting your processes, start creating some checklists, just start to improve everything within your company. So Robert Clinkerbeard, talking about processes and checklists today. Thanks very much.